Iyanla, fix my life, Sister Jamila, girl. Why did you marry him? Let me tell y'all, church girls, something. Let me tell y'all, we got to do better. We have got to do better with choosing our husbands, choosing the man we will submit to, choosing the rest of our life. The man you marry will determine the rest of your life. And we have got to do better. And granted, a lot of us didn't have fathers to teach us. But I'm here. I'm not a father, but I'm a daughter that's been fathered, okay? And so it is so important for us to really use the mistake and choices and decisions of others to help us not make those same decisions, okay? Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married To. My name is Janice. Iyanla, fix my life. That is the dirty laundry went viral. And the last video I did, I asked about who did you marry? She said, Iyanla said, she met the thug, the little boy, and the man that loves to drink the dirty bath water. Who do you live with, okay? She said, I live with all three of them. And she said, it took me 5 to 7 years to realize the nice guy was there. 7 years. So who did you marry, Jamila? For you ladies out here, the naked wives. Oh, excuse me. Hungry. Who did you marry? Huh? If it took you 7 years, you heard of the 7-year itch. Ooh, child. Ooh, me and my husband going into 8 years. We don't believe that over here. We don't speak that over here, by the way. Say, oh my God, 7-year itch. I say, we don't believe in the 7-year itch, baby, because we got married forever. Okay, we don't believe in itches. I don't like to scratch. 7 years it took her to realize the nice guy. So I'm wondering, who did you marry? So the conversation went ahead, but I just wanted to make a separate video on that one, ladies, to show how we need to be careful. Do you understand? We need to be careful with our lives and our children and the seed that we produce. Do you understand? These babies don't deserve to come here and be mistreated and abused. And so late and unloved and unprovided and unprotected. So Iyanla went on and said, tell me your love story. She said, I wouldn't say a love story. Okay. Girl, how do you marry somebody and it's not a love story? Okay. She said, we went out on a date. Iyanla said a date or two dates. Okay. And then we hang out. Mr. Hangout is in here. This is what you get with Mr. Hangout. Pick it up on Amazon today, okay? We hang out and had a whole lot of sex and things like that. See, ladies, when you don't know your purpose, when you, don't know your destiny, okay, in my mentorship class, we're going to talk about your purpose. We're going to talk about your destiny. Destiny's walk, destiny's path. What is your destiny? How do you get there? Do you know how to avoid the roadblocks and the things and the darts and the fiery darts that the enemy throws in your way? So we just hang out and we just had a whole lot of sex. So what was her purpose, ma'am? And for the church girls out there, especially the church girls, is who I'm trying to get, okay? She said, and then found out I was pregnant. Found out I was pregnant. The man, Mark, already had 4 kids. 4 kids. I don't even know how many baby mamas that was. Let's see. The twins have one mama. And then Ashley has another mama. And then there's a boy. I'm making the assumption he's no longer with us because she said I think he said something about he's not here. So I'm going to make the assumption that it's 3 baby mamas. He already had 3 baby mamas with 4 kids, and he's over here slinging it around with no protection, creating another possibly single mama black kid without a home, single mama home household. How you found out? Ladies, people come over here and talk about judge. You better judge these men. What does judge mean? Don't be afraid when people say don't judge. What does it mean to judge? You judge the man. You look at his life, look what he has done with his life, and based on that, you make a judgment. What is dating? Dating is to gather information, verification, documentation if you need to, so that you can make an informed decision. How do you make an informed decision? You judge. You judge. Here is this man as the young girl. She was maybe in her 30s because she's now 44, 42. This man already got 4 kids with 3 baby mamas, and you're hanging out? You're having sex with him? He's slinging it around unprotected? You gonna become baby mama number 4 or 5? Ladies, my single girls, my single church girls are who I am talking to. Judge him. And you look at his life. My dad said, look at a man's life, everything he has done, accomplished up to you, and make a decision about him. That's what it means to judge. So don't be afraid when people say, don't judge. I'm going to judge you because this is my life. This is my destiny. It is the future of my seed and my eggs and my children. And so she said, I found out I was pregnant. I would have never been running around with a man that got 4 kids already, with 3 baby mamas. Never! And so when she found out she was pregnant, they had a discussion about what to do, if she was going to keep the baby or not. Okay. And she said terminating is not an option. Yeah, you should have, ladies, my single ladies is who I'm talking to. These are the things you think about before you spread your legs unprotected. These are the things you think about before you're laying up, hanging out with men, having sex with men you're not married to, men that can't cover you, men that can't protect you, men can't provide for you, men don't have no documentation verification on you. You think about these things before, not after the fact. You think about it. And my daddy always says, my daddy said, do not place yourself in a position to make another decision. In other words, do not place yourself in a position, ladies, that you have to do what you know that word with the baby. And my daddy, he always say, if you go out there, you get pregnant, bring the baby, 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 bring it here. He say, you already committed one sin and fornicated, don't go commit another sin and you know what with the baby. He said, bring the baby here, bring it here. Bring the baby, we'll stand right there, we'll dedicate the baby, give the baby to Jesus. We'll help you with the baby, okay? But he told, close your leg, don't have no more kids. My daddy told me that, okay? And then he said, don't put yourself in a position where you have to make another decision. You're trying to decide, am I going to terminate the baby or not? I believe people have a right to do what people want to do, girl, because it's going to be you. I ain't going to be there with you, honey. Okay, I'm over here with my husband being taken care of and provided for. So I don't got nothing to say about that. Okay, you do you. That's what I'm telling my young girls, okay? My young girls, these are the things you'll think about before you go lay up with some man you're not married to. Church girls I'm talking to. I don't care about nobody else who want to come over here and huff and puff and try to blow this place down. My teenage girls, my 20-year-olds and my early 30s, that who you with no kids or no my one you are the ones I'm trying to talk to. Please don't go out here and lay up with these men. Just stop it, baby. Okay? I know the kitty is purring, girl. You got to talk to the kitty. I know. I've been there. I got married at 30, met my husband when I was 34. So I know what it means when the kitty is purring. But you got to think about your future and the destiny. And you got to think, do I want to bring a baby in this world with this man? Huh? And if he has not put a ring on your finger, the answer is no. Just let me go ahead and help you out. She said terminating is not an option. He said, well, me being a baby daddy is not an option. Well, he was already a baby daddy 3 other times. He already had 4 kids with 3 different women. I think it's 3. And again, this is us analyzing the story, single girls, so we can use it for our lives and not make the same mistake that Sister Jamila made, okay? And so he said, me being a baby dad is not an option, so we got to get married. That's good. I respect that, right? He already had 3 baby mamas and 4 kids outside of the wedding bound. To my knowledge, I don't know if he was married to any of them. So we respect that he can go ahead and marry Sister Jamila. And like the old church who used to say, make a woman out or something about it. Okay. And so they went ahead and got married. And so she said, well, maybe this was supposed to be happening. Baby, you cannot live your life on maybes. You cannot live your life on chance. You can't do that. You have to have a path that you plan out and how you need to get there. And granted, Sister Jamila, we're the same age. And women, especially if it was raised in the church, back then, my age women, you get pregnant, you would get married. Okay. My mama's age, my grandmother's age, we have shotgun weddings. I'm gonna come back and do a video on how to not have shotgun weddings. Keep your legs closed. Take the cookie off the table. You want to avoid a shotgun wedding? Take the cookie off the table because you won't get knocked up and then you have to go ahead and get pregnant. Last year, about 3 girls got church girls that I know on your Facebook. Shotgun, well, one of them on YouTube. Knocked up. God told us to go get married. I wanted to say, but I want to say you a lie. God didn't tell you to get married. How come God didn't tell you to get married when you was fornicating? Now you're 3 months pregnant. Oh, the Lord told us to get pregnant. Next week, I'm pregnant. Well, wait a minute. You just got married this week. So are you pregnant already next week? Next thing we know, the baby is here in 6 months. And we wondering, is the baby premature? And if the baby is premature, are the baby's home? Granted, the girl was already 3. 3 girls I know it happened to. And some of these girls were girls that we were talking. And girl, yes, I'm going to come to your wedding. Next thing I know, they took me baby here. Pregnant. Stop talking to me. So to avoid being a baby mama, avoid having to make a decision, avoid having shotgun weddings, because we still do it in the church today. Take your cookie off the table and keep your legs closed, as my daddy would say. Because see, we don't get this teaching anymore. Some of y'all coming up, oh my God, don't be so hard. Baby, 80%, you line up 100 black kids and 80 of them is in a single mother's home. We're going to take away 10% for the divorced ones and the widows, okay? That still leaves 70% of black kids living with single mamas. So you want to tell me I'm too hard? No, we're not hard enough. Don't y'all see what has happened? No, you don't want nobody to check you and talk to you and tell you don't do that. That's wrong. And now we have a society where 80% of black children are being raised in a single mother's home. And I know some of y'all's gonna cry. That don't mean the father's not involved. Single mother's home. Me and Lexi, we had a single mother's home. If the father is not there 24 hours, 24/7, you're a single mother. We are excusing the divorced ones and the widows. We're talking about you going out here popping babies out for every man you lay down with. You're not married. And in the church is full of single mothers. I was in a church, the single woman was having more babies than the married women. Well, because a lot of women were not getting married because they were sitting there like me, believing God was going to send the husband, not knowing, girl, sometimes you got to get up and go out. Okay? And Iyanla asked her, did you love him? And she said, I think at some point after the marriage, I fell in love. Okay, so you're running around, hanging around with a man you don't love, having a whole lot of sex with a man you don't love, having unprotected sex with a man you don't love, getting pregnant for a man you don't love. And so now, ladies, you are in this position where you have to make a decision where even though this man might not be right for you, you feel like you have to go ahead and marry him. This is why she's married to the thug, the little boy, and it took her 7 years to realize the nice man is there. But why did you marry him? Who did you marry? If it took you 7 years to realize the nice guy was there, who did you marry? That's because she didn't get married for the right purpose. And a lot of women end up being the naked wife because you're not getting married for the right purpose. You're getting married because you got pregnant. And my mother's generation is full of that, and a lot of girls. I know a lot of girls where our church girls are having shotgun weddings. I remember one of the girls got married July, and the baby was here in December. July, August, September, November, December, 5, 6 months. See there? Shotgun weddings. Because all this time we're talking. We're in each other's inbox. I didn't know you was dating, you was engaged. So how all of a sudden you just show up married? And next, we're pregnant, child. Next thing we know, the baby here. And I'm wondering, well, how come the baby comes? It's 6 months. Well, we have to stop. Church girls, my single girls that's dating for marriage. I have a 26-year-old. That's why I can say that, okay? I had mine at 16. And so we want to break the generational curse in the black community of continuing this crazy cycle that is destroying us. We've got to stop. We got to stop it. Stop, 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 stop. And this is why I try so hard. I get up early. I do these videos. I'm doing my mentorship classes. I'm writing these books because I want the young girls to hear me. The angry black woman, the 40-year-old, they gone, child. Ain't no hope for them. But the girls like my daughter, if we can get them, your nieces, your nephews, your granddaughters, your daughters, if we can get them early, they will not make the mistake we made. And I guarantee you, in the next generation, a generation is 20 years. By the time I'm 50 and 6, well, I'm 43 now, so 55, 60, we should see the number of black kids in single mama's home with no daddies should decrease. Should decrease. Divorce should be cut in 50% if we choose better, ladies. Because when he asks you to marry him, you don't have to say yes. Being a naked wife should be able to cut in 50% in the next 20 years. Granted, time it's not getting better. It's getting worse. The Bible is being fulfilled. Okay. All right, I love you. These books are available on Amazon. Let me know what you think. Let me know. You know anybody that has shotgun weddings? How many people at your church have the shotgun weddings? Okay. And that's why they're not happy. I have to run, girl. I have to run. I have my live today, so I gotta go. Bye. Love you. Thanks for the love and the support. Mwah.